The big aha moment was probably when my parents took me into Kansas City to see the movie Funny Girl. And when Barbra Streisand is singing People, and I just remember thinking that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. It sort of opened the floodgates to want to create music and make people feel like that. Who knew I would write a song about a window? This song was in that relationship that was tumultuous. We would fight a lot, and we would get on the phone and $8 a minute or whatever it was back then, and there was just nothing to say. It was just, I would dial the numbers just to listen to your breath.
Just to listen to your breath.
It was this sort of frustration, yet I wanted to write it hopefully. I remember writing the part, I don't care what they think, I don't care what they say, what do they know about this love anyway?
What do they know about this love? Anyway.
It was just a nice little turn of words for me, but the release is can't we just come to my window. We're not gonna meet each other at the front door of this problem. Just come to my window, I'm away, I'll be home.
And I'll be home soon.
I wrote the song when I was on the road, and I recorded it, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna understand this song. It's kind of soft for me, and I wasn't gonna put it on the album. And I had numerous friends who said, are you crazy? You need to put that song on the album. And I had enough of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna put it on the album. And thank God I did, because it became a very large hit.
Come to my window.
I sing at every show. And I enjoy the crowd as they sing along with me. That's always fun. I never wanted to write a song that was like, oh, poor me, because my own self-esteem wouldn't allow me to do that. I needed to say, no, you're wrong. Yeah, I'm hurting, but I'm the only one. This song was written in the back of a bus in Germany. I wrote a lot of songs in Europe when I was on the road because I was always alone. And this song, I remember playing it. It's just an old blues riff, da 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 da. I was in a relationship that brought me some heartache every now and then.
Please, baby, can't you see my mind's a burning hell?
And I was thinking about how in this relationship, this person was attracted to another person. And it was like, oh, come on, just can't we just move forward with this? You know that I'm the only one. God, I still love doing this song live because people just raise their fists.
Go on, believer, when she tells you nothing's wrong.
It's very cathartic for me every time.
The promised land. Oh, thunder, oh, thunder.
MTV said they wanted to do an Unplugged with me, which was amazing to begin with. And then they just casually said, well, is there anyone you want to do a duet with or sing with? And I said, well, I have always wanted to sing with Bruce Springsteen, big musical hero of mine. And they said, well, we'll ask him. And I went, oh, yeah, sure. And they came back the next day and said, yeah, he'll do it. And blew my mind.
I used to do Springsteen songs and they would do that and I'd say, oh no, they're booing me. I didn't feel bad until he said, he used to think that too until
I just wanted to sing Thunder Road with him, his song. He was so delightful. I had met him a couple times, but we'd never ever worked together. And he had not done his Tom Joad album or any solo tour. He had not ever played solo. And he walked on stage and goes, where's your band? And I said, well, this is Unplugged. It's just me. And he goes, you mean you and I are just going to sing it alone? I'm like, yeah.
We better be good now.
It was cool because he was nervous in his own.
When the sun
had such a great time, like rehearsing with him, singing the part with him, and it really made for a very special performance that I treasure to this day.
Now make you feel like you were the only one.
I had breast cancer. It's been 19 years now. I'm cancer-free. When I started my chemotherapy, it was really awful. It was dose dense, and it was just horrible. And I was very bald and weak. And I got the call, hey, we're honoring Janis Joplin. Do you want to sing Piece of My Heart? I hadn't been in public. I hadn't been out of the house for 3 months. And I just didn't want anyone to laugh at me because I was bald. And I remember thinking, well, I could do that song in my sleep. I started doing it in the women's bars in the early 80s, and I just don't want to watch someone else sing it. That's just going to kill me.
Welcome, Melissa Etheridge.
I had my manager actually tell me at the time, you might not want to tell people what you have. They might consider you weak. And I was like, I didn't go through coming out in all the years in the 90s to then hide that I have breast cancer. And he's not my manager anymore.
I'm gonna show you, baby, a woman can be tough.
So I said, yeah, I said, I'm going to be bald, but I'll be there.
And take another little piece of my heart now.
The effects of that performance is still reverberating to me. I can't tell you how many people with cancer come up and say thank you. There was a young girl who was bald and in a wheelchair and obviously going through something, and I looked at her, and the father looked at me, and he said, hey, you know that video I showed you the other day of that woman singing? This is her. So, you know.
You know you got it. Wow. Somebody bring me some water. Can't you see I'm burning alive?
Bring me some water. That was a moment. That was a moment when I was home alone in Long Beach, was doing sort of that blues riff that rock and roll is just made on.
Tonight I feel so weak.
I was in a non-monogamous relationship. She was out doing her non-monogamous thing, and what could I say? Because, you know, it was both ways. But I was not enjoying it.
Tonight while I'm making excuses, some woman is making love to you.
I remember thinking, somebody bring me some water. You know, can't you see I'm burning alive?
See I'm burning alive.
I wasn't a drinker. I mean, it would have been great, somebody bring me some whiskey or something, you know. But I started singing in whiskey and smoked bars when I was a kid. I saw drunk people at 13, 14 years old, and it was like, I don't need to go out and drink and see what it's like to be drunk. I can see what it's like to be drunk. And it just was never an option for me. And I remember thinking, I don't know if I can sing Somebody Bring Me Some Water. If people are going to relate, and yes, people related. This song is just a banger live. I love playing it. It has done me well for many, many years.
Tell me does she miss you, existing just to kiss you, like the way I do.
This song I wrote in the mid-'80s. I was in the garage writing because I had set up some stuff in there, and I liked the sort of guitar part you hear, the hammering on and off, and wanted to write a song about that. I was, with someone, but having an affair with someone else, and they were like, well, I'm going to go see somebody else. There was this other person because you're not available because you're with that. And so I was like, wait a minute, but I want it all. I was 25 maybe. And I just took all that, well, tell me, does she love you like the way I love you? Yeah, I know I'm wrong in saying all of this, but I'm going to sing it from my heart. This song has become classic. This is my encore. This is the last song of the night I sing because I give everything I can to it. It's one of my favorite songs.